The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
All right, everyone. I'd like to welcome you back to another KevCAM night class tonight. Tonight, have Andrew helping out with any questions that come along the way for you guys. Andrew, you with us?
Woo! What's up, guys?
He's excited. The only reason he's excited is because this is the last night class we have covering drilling, so we should all be excited. Just kidding. And then
there you go.
Have Greg Payton helping out with anything that comes up that I'm missing for you guys. So we have all eyes on deck for you, and I do see quite a few new names in here. So everybody is in mute right now, just to eliminate any background noise. If you guys do have a question, definitely type it out in the questions panel, and Andrew will address that question right away. Feel free to ask questions whenever. This is a very laid-back class, solely dedicated for you guys to learn. So if I'm missing anything or you want me to repeat something, just let me know. So, and with that being said, every night class is being recorded. So if you guys miss a night class, you guys can go over to SolidCAM University, or you can go to our website, and under the KevCAM Night School, you can actually click on miss the last night's class, and you can click right here and it'll bring you right to it as well. All right, enough with the rambling. Let's get into deep hole drilling. So deep hole drilling is a very helpful tool to use, not only for deep hole drilling, but for any drilling in particular. What it does is it will create, basically you're creating a custom drill cycle on how you would like it to be done. So with the deep hole or the multi-depth drilling, you can set it up to have your spindle stop halfway through and retract. We can reverse it partway through and retract. You can select different feed rates and different RPMs for the deeper you get into the hole and all that, and I'll kind of show you exactly how that works. So we got a part here. My part is currently 5 inches long, so not really long part, but good way to show you guys what's going on. And what I started off over here, I got my setup in there and probed our XY and then probed our Z. And now we can start our multi-depth drilling. So it should be right on the ribbon, and so you can add it from up here, as well as you can right-click on your last operation and add milling and do it from right there. So a couple different spots to go about it. So we'll just go ahead and click on multi-depth drilling. Now, everything that you're going to see in here is going to be the exact same thing that we've been covering for the last, I don't know how many weeks with drilling, but the only thing different in here is going to be the technology section. So when we go to pick our geometry, oh shoot, I forgot to spot drill these for you. Let me hop out of here. I'll just do a quick spot drill. I'm supposed to have that ready for you.
We're going inspection quality in a virtual environment.
Yeah. Hey, it's all or nothing. All right, got our spot drill. Levels, put that at 0, and I will tell it to, my hole is a 1/4 inch, so we'll just do 0.26. All right, save and calculate. All right, so we got our spot drill. Now we can do our multi-depth drilling. So for this first one, where I got a window cutout in here, we're going to change up our drilling strategy. Now, normally, if you wanted to do this longhand way, the only real way to go about it would be to hand edit the G-code or have several operations in your tree just to drill one hole. Plus, you would still have to go there and take out the retracts if you didn't want the tool to completely retract out. So we got our geometry, and we'll go ahead and grab our drill. And our levels are pretty well set up, and we will do full diameter, and we'll just go a little bit farther past so we don't get that little cap on there. 10 thou. Now, like I said, the technology is where everything's going to be to set up your drilling pattern. So how it starts off, and Greg, definitely step in here if I'm not saying this right, but we have our number of steps is 1. So this is going to be the very start of your clearance, as well as the end depth. So we know that we're going to be starting 100 thou above the part, and we're going to be ending 5.085 to accommodate that delta that I put in there, as well as the angle of the drill tip. So what you can do is we can add all those cycles that we would like to do in there. So what I like to do is I'll come in here and I'll just add a bunch. So I got a bunch of different cycles going on. So for my level from 0.1 above the part to wherever I start drilling, so I could actually set this, and all I have to do is get my cursor in there and I can set it to the top of the part. So maybe I want my RPM to be, maybe I don't want my, I don't want my spindle to even be on right now as it's coming into the part. I can have my coolant on for this one. I don't need a pecking cycle because I'm just coming down on the part. Now for this first section, so from my 0 to this point right there, which is going to be my 800 thou, I would like a feed rate of, I'll just throw 25 in there, spindle RPM of 3,500 RPM. I would like it to go clockwise, and I would like to have my coolant on. And for this initial first top peck, I would like my peck to be at 200 thou. And I don't need it to do, well, for this particular one, I won't need it to do a full retract. I can just do a peck clearance. So it's going to, when it's doing its pecking cycle, it's just going to come up 100 thou. I can change that value however I'd like, and you guys can put that whatever you like. So right now we're starting off, and you can kind of see what's going on over here. So I got my first initial cycle at 100 thou above the part, and then 0, and then the first drill cycle is going to be right at up to, you know, the 804. And now there's no point in doing a drilling cycle through this entire window here because that window is there and we don't need to drill through there. So what I would like to do from that portion on is maybe I want to turn my spindle off or reverse my spindle. So from my 800, negative 800 thou down to this spot right here, I would like to have my spindle set to counterclockwise at maybe 10 RPM. Like I said, I'm not saying this is right for the material or anything like that. I'm just kind of showing you guys all different ways of going about this. So now we're not running, oh, and I can probably feed up my feed rate to something a little bit faster. Let's do 60. And then for the first initial half, let's say for the first initial little peck, I want to start off right there, and I can just click wherever I would like. So from the negative 3.5 inches down to the 3.8, I would like to do a smaller peck. So what I can do is I can set that up to do like a 20 thou peck with a slower feed rate and maybe a slower RPM, going clockwise with my coolant on, just staying down inside the pocket as well. And that last half, which I'll add one more after this. So from my oh, actually, no, I don't need that one. So from my 380 thou down to the very bottom of the part, I'll leave my feed rate at 20 and maybe slow down my RPM just a little bit more, but maybe I'll do a little bit more aggressive of a peck. So for this last one, I'll do the 0.125 would work. So you can kind of see what we're doing here is we're creating our own custom drill cycle. So if I save and calculate this, and let's go ahead and simulate this. So we got our drill bit coming in, and she's a long one. Spindle off, spindle turns on, and we're doing our pecking cycle. And it goes through, and it's pecking all the way down. Okay, let me hop back in there. So that's going to be from my here to here, and we don't need a peck for that. Save and calculate, and we'll simulate this again. So you can see it automatically, after it finished right there, it automatically jumped right down and started peck drilling out this. So we're doing a lighter peck, and then when we go to a little bit heavier peck with our RPM changing. So everyone kind of grasp on where I was going with that one? Now, if we wanted to do a little bit more accuracy on how we're doing our pecks, we can definitely set that up as well. Well, here, let me play this through in Solid Verify, so we can get a little bit better picture. And I'll play this through slow. And hang on, stop. I got general. Let's show every single G-code line. So we're doing our pecking, drops right down, starts doing the pecking again. Light peck, and now it's getting into that more aggressive peck. And you can see my spindle RPM has already, let me expand this out for you guys, has already changed up. And as we're pecking, keep going all the way through, and it's letting me know with that crash right there that I'm drilling into my vise just a little bit. All right, any questions with doing like a window style? All right. Now, what on the second one, what I would like to do is I would like to set it up so I have exact points that I drill down to. So for that, what I'll do is I'm just hide these real quick. And what I'll do is just create a simple sketch. So do a normal 2. And all I have to do is just do sketch points. So go here, here, here. All right. Yeah, I won't smart mention those, but let's say the long drill bit, the vendor has specified for the first maybe first inch, I want you to do this RPM and this feed rate. For the next inch going down, I wanted you to use this feed rate and this spindle RPM. So we got that kind of set up. So we'll just kind of label these as these are our step downs that were specified by the manufacturer. So now I can do the exact same thing as what I did before. Is I'll grab my geometry. And we'll go ahead and grab that same drill. Levels. We can tell it the bottom of the vise here. And we'll do full diameter, going a little bit farther past. Do 10 thou. Okay. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. So I'll go ahead and add in those 7. So for my first level, is it going to be right here? My second level, be this point. And looks like I need just one more. There we go. So now I just did exactly what the manufacturer of that drill was telling me to do. I have all my levels in there, and like I said, we can go through, and the first initial maybe is 50, and I'm just kind of throwing some numbers out here. Do 35, oops, 35, 30, well, you guys get the point of kind of what we're looking for here. And maybe our RPM is going to be constantly the same throughout the entire cut. We want to do counterclockwise for everything with our coolant on. And, you know, maybe this first initial peck, I want to do 125. Then second peck, I want to do, you know, 100 thou. Third peck, oops, I would like to do 75 and just keep stepping down. And you will, if you guys do buy a long drill bit, the manufacturer will have specified out all this stuff for you as well. So we can do 0.06, do 50 thou, 40 thou.
So this is a great toolpath for any time that you need manual control over anything that's coming in on a center point. So like what Kevin's showing you now is applying the drilling. However, this can be applied to rotary broaching that comes in on a center point, where you want to approach and feed in slowly until that broach engages the material, and then you can pick up the feed rate. I've used this in the past with very small diameter drills that are very long, where you want to keep the RPM down until it's actually engaged in the material or in a pilot hole to keep them from wobbling out of center. So very handy utility for a lot of good manual control over these types of on center point toolpath.
Yeah, excellent point. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, I didn't even cross my mind to use it as broaching, but yeah, this would be ideal for broaching. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we've done so far. Go ahead and do a solid verify. We can see it just slowly going down. You can see where I didn't change my spindle RPM, so it's back down to 1. And once again, we're hitting the vise a little bit, and we're good. So like I was telling you guys, and Greg was saying, that this is a complete custom drill cycle for you guys. Now this does not come with, this is a standalone add-on for you guys. So if you guys you get back to work tomorrow and you don't see the multi-depth drilling, just shoot me an email, kevin.rankel@solidcam.com, or contact your account manager as well, and they can get that added in there. It's very, very reasonably priced. All right. Any questions? It's been kind of a quiet crowd tonight. I don't see anything.
I'm pretty sure it was everybody's New Year's resolution to not ask questions this year. So you're in the clear.
Looks like Kevin Mayberry. So my email address will be in the, for you guys that are watching it on YouTube, it will be in the description. What I'll do is I'll actually put it in the chat for everyone here. Kevin.rankel@solidcam.com. All right, Kevin, did you do you see that where I put my email address on there? Yes, perfect. So that will get you, and like I said, any questions at all pertaining to this or anything in the software, definitely feel free to shoot me an email. Here to help you guys out as much as possible. Now, thankfully, this, like I said, this is going to be the last week of drilling, so we will get on to. I think I'm going to be doing thread milling, which is kind of close to drilling, but we'll try to make it entertaining and easy for you guys. But and then we'll keep kind of going down the line. But if you guys do have ideas, let me know what you would like to see in the night class. Like I said, these classes are for you guys. Greg and myself and Andrew aren't getting paid any extra for doing these or anything like that, just to help you guys out. So let us know what we can do to help you. But Andrew, got anything else before we wrap it up?
May your dreams be filled with multi-depth drilling tonight, guys. Thank you.
There you go. All right, Greg, think of anything else that I'm missing out?
Oh, there's a question here. Yeah, it's going to be recorded and put up on the YouTube channel, Kevin. So.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
You're good.
If you missed the beginning half, if you go to SolidCAM University, every night class is recorded. So give me about another hour and it will be rendered out and it will be up on SolidCAM University, or you can go right to where you go to register for the night class and you can click the miss the last class and it'll take you right there as well. So, all right. Well, with that being said, oh, Greg, did I miss anything that you can think of?
No, I think you covered it quite well. Yeah, I think it's we're good.
And we'll get the class schedule set up for you, for everyone, probably tomorrow or the next day. So it will be on the website, so you guys can register for that. There's going to be a couple hit and miss ones there, just because of on-site training, and both Greg and myself are going to be heading over to SolidWorks World for SolidWorks World. So if you guys are interested in that, let us know. We can get you some tickets if you guys are interested in going.
In the Nashville area, definitely stop by and say hello to us.
Yes, absolutely. But all right, guys, I'll stop rambling and we'll let you guys go. Just want to appreciate or say thank you guys for spending your night here, and hopefully got something out of it. And we will talk to you guys next week. All right, thanks everyone. Bye-bye.